They battle each other yearly in this division. The White Sox and the Twins. Chicago looking to win one here in the Twins' home field. He has become one of the game's real strong young pitchers. Gavin Floyd is on the mound, and we'll get to watch him display his stuff next. Happy to be with you. Our broadcast of 2K Sports Major League Baseball. Starting pitcher Scott Baker. As he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
Well, a good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
Let's take a look now at Ozzie Guillen's thoughts, his lineup for this one. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, when you look for reliability, Gary, look no further than Paul Konerko. He's a guy that just does his job year in and year out. A run producer, a proven run producer, and a proven leader.
Play ball!
Our leadoff batter will be Juan Pierre.
Chicago White Sox. Left fielder, Juan Pierre.
Fastball is high, 1-0. Solid batting average, lifetime, .341 off the Twins. Now the 1-0 pitch. A shot up the middle. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. Now we'll take a quick look at the Twins and how they'll be out there positionally on defense. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, Denard Span is a guy that does a lot of things athletically in the outfield. What I like about him is he's not afraid to take chances. Ball's hit in front of him. He's not afraid to dive for him. A lot of times they can go past him for extra bases, but he takes more hits away than he lets drop in with that great hustle.
And a runner on for Alexei Ramirez. There's Pierre. He's going to try and steal in the infield. And there's the first out recorded in this one. And so Ramirez retired.
Well, that's outstanding bat control right there. He catches the ball on the bat, lays the bunt down nicely.
Art of bunting has gone away in large part in this game, but not there.
Boy, managers love these types of role players.
And Paul Konerko to bat. 1 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. As he retreats back, Pierre's trying for third. He throws. Pierre scores.
I'll tell you what, this is what you want to do. Get runners on in front of this guy, and he knows how to capitalize. Sometimes he knows he needs the big base hit. This time he knew. Put it in play, pick up the run.
So Alex Rios, he'll try and keep it going. And some production being seen in this game early, and they've got a chance now to extend the lead.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
Baker sets and throws.
Ball.
Fastball just misses. 1-0. It's very early, so it may not stand up, but far better to be playing with the edge.
Well, that's right, Gary. I mean, they're going to try to use that edge to add some padding to this lead.
Line towards second. Casilla scoops it up. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. The White Sox are leading 1-0. And Gavin Floyd is the pitcher. He's going to start for Chicago. Steve, he's facing the Minnesota lineup today. Tell us his thoughts.
Well, Gavin Floyd has an exceptional breaking ball. That 12-6 break, he could throw it at the top of the zone and get it to bounce down in the dirt. But for that to be effective, he has to command his fastball and use a changeup to keep the hitters off balance.
And he looks at a slider that's in there. 1-1.
Well, the breaking ball up in the hitter's eyes. He gets the strike call on it. The hitter just couldn't pull the trigger.
The 1-1 pitch. Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. And that one's down. That's the team's first hit. Got a chance now to see the lineup for the Twins. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, Jason Kubel's a guy with a very short, compact swing, but he has a lot of power generated in that swing. He can do a lot of things as far as changing the course of a game with one swing of the bat. Look for Jason Kubel today to try to take one deep.
Now a quick look for this game at the White Sox and how they are positioned in the field. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing out?
Well, a guy that's bounced around throughout his big league career, different positions in the infield. Gordon Beckham is a guy that you put him at one place and let him work at it. He'll be a plus defender, and that's what's happened here. Guy's great at turn to double play, and we know he possesses a strong throwing arm.
Low for a ball to Casilla. Some success, 3 for 10 against Floyd.
Let's go now, Twinkies. Let's go, Twinkies.
Up the middle, off the pitcher. And Casilla is retired. But a quick recovery that time gets the out. With a runner on second, here's Joe Mauer.
When you break down the numbers for the White Sox in 2010, they say playoffs. They're a solid hitting team, good pitching staff. They run the bases. A lot went right, but they just didn't get the breaks to keep up with the Minnesota Twins.
And he watches the outside pitch from Floyd for a ball. White Sox trying to find the magic to put them ahead of the Twins. Hope that their defense being better might do it. It was a little better, but not quite enough.
Just not enough. So they're going to need something to be a little bit different to move forward this season.
Ready with a 1-0. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
Well, not only a frustrating year for Gavin Floyd in 2010, but a frustrating year for Ozzie Guillen, the White Sox pitching coach. An up-and-down season, very inconsistent. I think, though, he has the potential and the stuff to turn it around.
Here it comes. And it's taken outside by Mauer for a ball. Floyd's ERA early on, John, was really high. April, over 6, over 5 in May. He didn't get it together until he got into June.
You know, it's interesting. The White Sox were such a streaky team in 2010, and each of their players had their own kind of streaks during the course of the season. Floyd's too good and has too good a breaking ball to struggle as much as he did in certain months.
Span around third, headed for the plate. And the run is in. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball, be able to pick up the hit.
One down. Here's Justin Morneau. Well, this offense showing they are definitely able to get back into a ball game.
And that lead didn't last long as their bats came out swinging here early in this one, Gary.
Swinging and connecting. You know, there's nothing like a little early action to get this crowd involved. That one's too low. Floyd missing on that.
Well, they keep the home crowd in it by responding early, getting themselves back in it, getting the fans on their feet.
The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2.
Well, it's been dramatic over the last several years for the Twins to get to the playoffs or not get to the playoffs. Well, there wasn't a whole lot of drama in the race in 2010 as the Twins walked away with their second consecutive American League Central crown.
Probably should have laid off that one, and a 2-1 count. This Central Division is becoming dominated by the Twins now. 6 of the last 9 titles have gone to them. The trouble for the Twins is it seems to stop there.
They just can't seem to find a way to win playoff series right now. And they don't have the power arms in the rotation. Their offense just seems to shut down at times in the big games.
Comes set, the 3-1 delivery. And the fastball is over, 3-2 now.
Sometimes you get a pitch, and if it's early enough in the count, you can just say, not this one, I'm going to wait for the next one.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit. It's going to be Quentin. 2 down.
Now batting for the Minnesota Twins, the left fielder, number 21.
Here's a chance for Delman Young with 2 down. Lifetime numbers 6 for 23 on Floyd. Young makes contact, fouled off. Here's the 0-1 from Floyd. That's swung on a liner here. And that ends the half inning as Ramirez makes the play. And Gavin Floyd heads in. Some damage done against him in the first inning. He's got to find his control. And it'll be the White Sox. And it's Adam Dunn now to lead it off. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
One 0 on the way. And that's off the plate. Away, ball 2.
Take him deep, Twins.
The 2-0 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. Fastball called strike 2.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
And strike 3. Adam Dunn swinging right through that. He's gone back over.
Now, good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
Carlos Quentin batting now. There's 1 down.
Well, 2009 was a bad year for Carlos Quentin offensively, and it looked like 2010 was going to be the same way, but he really turned it around and put up some great numbers in 2010.
Fastball misses away. 1-0. And for Carlos Quentin, guys, it was about the swing that he found in June and July. That's when he got it going. Ended up 26 homers, but they only hit 243 in the year.
You know, the one thing about him, he has not been able to play more than 131 games in a season in his career. He seems to get dinged up with some odd injuries here and there. They need him to stay healthy to really get all the production out of his bat.
That's going to bring up A.J. Pierzynski.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that 1-out base hit.
You run like a catcher, AJ.
One down, runner at first. Here's the delivery. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Lifetime average 320 against Scott Baker. At the belt, the 1-0. And he looks at a fastball in there. 1-1. One pitch is a circle change that hits the target. 1-2.
This guy's got nothing on
Swing and a line drive. And that'll put Pierzynski on first. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
And Beckham's in the box.
And you wonder if Beckham suffered from the sophomore slump, or were the expectations just a little bit too high for a guy coming in with what people thought was going to be an all-star caliber player.
Ball off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Well, you also wonder regarding Beckham whether or not that move in the infield, third base to second, impacted on his overall game.
You know, Gary, I think that could have affected him, but I think the overall issue for him was he had nothing to fall back on in his struggles. He made it so quickly to the big leagues. When he struggled, he didn't have that experience to fall back on.
And that's off the plate and low, 2-0.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down on the way turn into ground ball out, so they lay off of it, but with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
Fastball is caught on and missed that time, 2-1. Career average 337 off Minnesota. With 2 balls, 1 strike, Baker deals. That's off the plate away, 3-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
He set the 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. Now you got the Sox full.
A 3-ball pitch, and he goes with the slider. Now he has no margin for error as he loads the bases. Now Scott Baker finds himself in a crucial moment in this game. He's going to have to show if he's up for it.
And you can see he's trying to keep his composure out there, dealing with this bases loaded situation, and 1 away.
That's a tough situation. He can't walk a batter, but he also can't be too aggressive, throwing it over the heart of the plate and give up a home run. Tough work ahead.
And it gets down as Quentin crosses the plate. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And that makes 2 runs in. He will clear the bases. What a shot. A 3 RBI triple. Boy, impressive hitting. Picks up 3 RBIs with that swing. Let's see what that does on our win expectancy graph. Base runner 90 feet away for Juan Pierre. Offense, when you get it, boy, it doesn't matter what part of the game it is. Now they've got themselves something to build on.
Now that last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
And Pierre ready for the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. Not a comfortable lead yet, but it's an early statement.
Well, it's a statement that says, you know what? We're going to score some runs for our guy and putting pressure on the opposition's offense.
Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Career 1 for 7 off Scott Baker. He looks at that fastball, called strike, 2-1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
A fly ball. And in there, the White Sox will score. You get repeat opportunities. The question is what you do with it. What they're doing with it here is using it.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
Pierre, here we go. And he's in there at second base. Checks him at second. Oh, 1 offering from Baker. And the catch by Casilla. RBI chance goes to Paul Konerko. Batting .274 lifetime against the Twins. Pierre's at second. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Well, in the second inning, he's run into a little bit of a problem right here, Gary. Over 20 pitches, and that's certainly going to come off the back end of this game, so don't expect him to go deep.
Now the 1-0 from Baker. Swing and a miss. Konerko not making contact. That'll even up the count.
Boy, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Let's go, Twinkie. Raise the roof,
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Konerko not making contact. That'll even up the count. Konerko hits this one. Plouffe throws on to first in time to retire the side. Boy, that'll beat out your arm. 28 pitches for 3 outs. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum. And so Michael Kadire leads it off. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And Kadire retired. 1 away.
Number 16, Jason Kubel.
And Kubel's in the box.
Minnesota.
One out, bases empty. At the belt, Floyd kicks and throws. Rios will field. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time.
Number 19, Danny Valencia.
And Valencia's ready to take some hacks now. Base is empty with 2 outs. And it's 0-1. Floyd getting him to look at that one.
Boy, he's got a great 12-6 curveball. This is a swing and miss pitch.
Good eye. Danny Valencia at the plate. Lets it go for a ball, and that evens the count. In the olden days, I think, Steve, they used to call this 12-6 the old drop ball.
Oh, that's right. It looks like it's right off the edge of the table and just dropping straight down.
Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1. Cutter misses that time, and it's 3-1. That fastball is in there. He lays off it now at 3-2.
Well, full count with a fastball pitcher on the mound. Look for him to use that in this situation.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. There's a grounder headed to Morel. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. 3 up, 3 down for Gavin Floyd. Boy, is he tightening up his control now. And it'll be the White Sox. Big bats ready to make an appearance. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And he starts Rios out. This one's grounded foul wide of first. 0-1 offering from Baker. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Rios now to protect.
This pitcher being very aggressive, throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
And Alex Rios is struck out. A big swing and a miss.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
And it's Adam Dunn now.
In 2010, Adam Dunn had to battle the trade talks. Every team wanted him. They needed that power in the middle of the lineup. Let's see how 2011 turns out for him.
Pitch on the way.
Ball.
Way out there with the curveball, 1-0. Well, with Adam Dunn, John, they stuck with him. I mean, when you see all that power, you just kind of put the strikeouts aside.
You know, now it's going to be interesting, too, going into a home run hitter's ballpark in the American League in Chicago, how he makes that transition with a very potent lineup around him. He's got some protection now.
Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2.
Boy, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
Ball.
And Adam Dunn looks at that one for a ball. Count is even.
Raise the roof, Twinkies.
Here we go, Twinkies.
You're out.
And strike 3. Adam Dunn swinging right through that. He's gone packing.
Well, 2 strikes on the hitter, and he came inside. He just couldn't catch up quickly enough to it. He must have been thinking away.
Here's Carlos Quentin in the box. And just 3 out of 14 lifetime against Scott Baker. Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch to Quentin. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
I tell you what, that two-seam fastball is a tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but he was trying. Give him credit. Came up empty.
Baker sets and throws.
Ball 1.
And Quentin lets it go outside for a ball.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
The 1-1. A swing and a drive deep left center field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. So Scott Baker, 3 up, 3 down. He's given up 5 runs through 3 innings now. He'll go to the bottom of the 3rd.
At the plate for the Minnesota Twins.
Close in the batter's box.
Number 24, Trevor.
Floyd gets one in there.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate, runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. Boy, excellent movement to the cutter, and it's 1-2.
Well, now that he's in the hole and behind, I suspect we're going to see a heater coming in there.
The 1-2 on its way.
You're out.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Take another look at that pitch. It's a two-seam fastball in K-King. The They've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
One out, nobody on. First pitch to Span. And Floyd too high with it.
A good action on that pitch, running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone. Don't throw it up.
Now Przinsky sets up. And he watches the outside pitch from Floyd for a ball. Pitch misses, ball 3. So Span can afford to take a couple here if he wants to. He has hit extremely well, going .500 against Gavin Floyd. He deals. Cut fastball, taking all the way. 3-1.
3-1 count, still a major advantage to the hitter. He's got to bring the ball in the zone, and he commands his fastball better than any other pitch. That's what he's done in the past.
And that one is going to be outside, and that is ball 4, and now you've got a base stealer run.
Well, the pitcher nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
That's going to bring up Alexei Casilla. One out, runner on at first. And Casilla ready for the first pitch. Swing and a line to left. And that'll put Casilla on first. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Well, here's a guy that absolutely loves that pitch up and away in the strike zone. And he got one right there. A mistake by the pitcher, and he didn't miss it. What a great piece of hitting.
And Joe Mauer to bat.
Well, I'm going to leave it up to the 2 smart guys here in the booth. Can we call Joe Mauer one of the best catchers of all time at such a young age?
At the belt, Floyd kicks and throws. Slider just misses. 1-0. And John, I'm just happy you realized that you had to leave it to the 2 smart guys. The answer to your question, of course, is yes, and we'll expect you to learn those things as we go along here.
Well, I know I'm one of the smart guys. Who's the other one in the booth here? I'm not really sure who he was referring to. Gary, couldn't have been you. But I don't think there's any question that he's going to be one.
That swung on and hit. Quentin's going to play it. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And Span scores.
That's a nice piece of hitting. They shifted to the left side thinking he was going to go that way. He surprised him, sent it to the right side.
Now Morneau is ready. And Floyd unable to find the strike zone.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
Here's the 1-0. Slider is low. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3 as Morneau lays off that one, and now a danger here for the pitcher of walking him. Lifetime 231 off Gavin Floyd. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Morneau. He grabs it off the hop. Over to second for 1. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs onto it. He gets the single and credit him with an RBI there.
Well, pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitches are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. And Delman Young in. They try and rebuild momentum. It looked like they had lost it earlier. Right now it's coming back to him.
Gary, he got some good wood on that last hit. Put it in play. Now he's closing the gap right here. See if they can make up this difference.
As Gene McDaniels used to say, just chip, chip, chip it away. And that's what you want to do in these kind of games. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Young. Count knotted up.
Gary, you know, you're right. Chipping away is exactly what you want to do in these games. You don't have to make it all up at once. Just take advantage of every opportunity you get, close the gap, and try to pass them later.
1-1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1.
Well, moving a little bit closer right now, Gary. It's what they need to do if they're going to try to come back in this game. Get base runners on, and they've picked up 2.
Now the 2-1. And now Delman Young has the 3-1 hitters count. A look at the lifetime numbers. He's hit .354 against the White Sox. Young makes contact, fouled off. Hit in the dirt. Beckham's got that one. And the throw pulls him off the bag. He is safe. Great opportunity for Minnesota.
But when you're setting your defense, you don't set your defense for guys not to hit the ball well. This ball wasn't hit hard, but he gets down the line so quickly he's able to beat it out for that base hit.
Two down. Runners at first and second. First pitch to Kadire. And he watches the outside pitch from Floyd for a ball.
Well, third inning of this ball game, Gary, clearly he's run into a little bit of a brick wall and up over 20 pitches right here.
The 1-0 now. 1-0 pitch, a slider in there. 1-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
The pitch. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
The 2-1 pitch. And Kadire swing and a miss for a strike. Count is even.
Well, that two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
Put up some crooked numbers now.
The 2-2 pitch. That swung on and hit. Quentin's going to play it. And that'll get him aboard there on a roll. And that will bring Kubel to the plate in a big moment. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Last time up, flew out. Bases are loaded with 2 down. And he starts Kubel out. Had a big rip at that one and falls behind 0-1. He has a .286 batting average against the White Sox. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. Good effort there, but he couldn't get into position to make that play. Ball. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Good patience. Jason Kubel lets that one go by for a ball. It'll even up the count.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Here's the pitch. Struck him out, and he works out of big trouble. Limited damage. Now, that's a brutal inning on the arm. That's a lot of pitches to be thrown for just 3 outs. The Twins are making progress. They have cut into this lead. A crisp day here at the ball yard. Temperatures might be dropping a bit later on towards the evening. And the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. And it's up against the wall. Pierzynski towards third base. That tag, and he is out at third. And Beckham's in the box. One out, nobody on. Baker sets and throws. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Misses outside for ball 2. Ball 3. Gordon Beckham stays away from that one. Got a chance at a walk.
He's fallen behind 3-0, and let me tell you something. He has to come back with a strike to get something going right here on this hitter.
And a pitcher's not going to get the call on that one. That's going to be in the base on balls category.
I just let this battle get away from him, as the batter wasn't going to waste any swing on anything outside the zone.
That's going to bring Brent Morrill to the plate.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
Came up with a bases loaded triple in his last plate appearance. Runner at first with one down. And here's the first one. Morrell grounds it. He plays it on the hop. Morneau's got one. And they get 2. Great double play. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. White Sox 5, Minnesota 3. We'll get a look at that leadoff hitter due up here in the inning. And the first pitch. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And Konerko makes the catch. One away now.
Well, he got fooled a little bit on that one. A little bit too far out in front. Just an easy pop up to the first baseman.
Close in the batter's box. Base is empty, 1 out. Now the first pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Once he's working ahead with an 0-1 count, he likes to go to the outside corner, trying to maybe get the guy to roll over and hit a ground ball.
The pitch. Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2.
Well, you throw that breaking pitch up and in, it's dangerous because a lot of times the hitter will open up giving on the pitch. That's the one pitch he has left to hit, but he got away with one there.
Gets in front, stopped it. It's in the dirt. The 1-2 on its way. That one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him.
Here we go, Twinkies.
All right, win. Go, Twinkies.
That one goes foul.
Foul.
Now the 2-2.
You're out.
Sinker's taken. Strike 3 called. Out number 2.
Now, sinker ball down and away. Even if he decided to swing at it, he could have done much with that pitch. That was a pitcher's pitch.
Now with 2 outs in the inning, here's Denard Span. His batting average lifetime .310 against the White Sox. First pitch to Span. Takes that one low and outside. 0-1.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
The pitch.
Ball.
Good eye that time by Span. He stayed away from that pitch to even the count up.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
1-2.
Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. One-two pitch coming.
You're out.
A swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Span. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. We've played 4 full here in Minnesota.
Stepping up to the plate.
And here's Juan Pierre.
Left fielder, number 1, Juan Pierre.
Burnett sets and throws. Curveball just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0.
Strike 1.
And he looks at a slider that's in there. 1-1.
A good late break, hard break on that breaking pitch. Outstanding effort.
No power, Pierre. Not playing for a winning team someday,
1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. Two-1 on the way.
Foul ball.
That's hit foul by Pierre.
Ball 3.
Low pitch from Burnett for a ball.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
You like the loser team, Juan? Go hit off, Juan.
Pierre set. Here it comes. Straight away left. And in there. 3 for 3 ball game.
Up to the plate.
So that brings Alexei Ramirez up.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Lined out last time up. Pierre's the runner at first base. Burnett sets and throws.
Ball.
First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. Pierre, here we go.
Strike 1.
He is safe at second base. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Gary, he's a very aggressive hitter on a 1-2 count. He's going to swing at that borderline pitch, so I'm going to try to expand the strike zone right here.
Ball.
And Alexei Ramirez watches that one go by. Count is now even. There he goes, headed for third. Swinging the ball, hit softly towards the hole. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. Pierre scores.
Well, he saw a pitch that he really liked, and he did not miss it. A really nice job with nobody out, keeping this inning going and picking up that RBI. Great piece of hitting.
Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now they're in charge of this ball game.
You know, after giving up runs like that, this is where the pitcher has to bow his neck and shut down the opponent. Damage control.
This is where you begin to wonder whether this game is going to start slipping away or not. And he starts Konerko out. And Burnett's wide with that for a ball.
Well, Gary, to pick up what you were saying, you know, this game's not slipping away. They're still in it. But the pitcher has to make a pitch right now and get this guy out right now.
Let's see if he can get it done. And Mauer's calling for the pitch. This one's going to be fielded by Span. That's one away. And that'll hold the runner at first.
Stepping up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
One out. And Alex Rios at the plate.
And a career year in 2010 for Alex Rios. And guys, the most difficult thing in baseball when you're playing is you have a couple bad years, you start doubting yourself. But I think Alex Rios even proved to himself that he's a big league player again.
I think Ramirez has got to be thinking about moving in this situation.
0-1.
And the pitch taken for a strike by Rios. And the confidence returning, what John was talking about for Alex Rios, with career highs in RBIs and power numbers.
You know, I don't think we can overstate the importance of the mental part of the game. Belief in yourself is so critical to having success. If you have any doubt at all, it can lead to struggles.
The opportunity for offense is right now.
Now, perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And Adam Dunn, he'll be looking to drive something in.
Minnesota.
One out with runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Swing liner back up the middle. And that'll get him aboard there on a roll. And Ramirez is home.
That's textbook base running right there. As he's approaching second base, he picks up the third base coach, gets the sign to keep on coming, and now they've got runners at the corners.
First pitch to Quinton.
0-1.
And Burnett too high. Ready with a 1-0.
Foul ball.
Quinton makes contact. That'll be a foul ball. Burnett sets and throws. Swings for a strike on the fastball. It'll be a 1-2 count.
Gary, he's very susceptible to the changeup with 2 strikes. Let's see if they've done their scouting.
The 1-2 on its way. Quinton gets a ground ball. And he gathers this one. Close for 1.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
It's going to be Przinsky. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now they're in charge of this ball game.
Now, Gary, they keep lumping the hits together. They keep pulling away right now. This thing could be soon out of reach.
And maybe, Steve, this one already is out of reach. They got to find some fortitude to get back into this thing. A runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch to him.
0-1.
Low pitch from Burnett for a ball.
Gary, as you were saying, I mean, it may be getting out of reach because right now they're grand slam proof with the lead. So a lot of pressure off the pitcher. Go out and throw strikes, go right at him.
Popped way up on the infield. Morneau to field this one. That'll do it as they put that one away. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. White Sox, they've got a commanding 5-run lead. 2-hole to get things started next.
Stepping up to the plate.
Alexei Casilla leading it off. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Number 12, Alexei Casilla.
And Casilla ready for the first pitch. Change up just misses. 1-0. He has hit .240 lifetime against the White Sox.
Put a hole in the ceiling. Knock this one through the roof.
1-0 on the way. That one swung on a miss by Alexei Casilla. That strike will even up the count.
We're going to get a chance to see that nasty sinker ball of his. That pitch has some serious bite and action at the end.
Here's the 1-1. That swung on and grounded up the middle. 1 away. That sinker, Steve, you were mentioning, it is such a great pitch. You get so many ground balls, and then you mix in a fastball, some off-speed stuff, pretty good stuff.
Well, that's the key, is his sinker is the go-to pitch. The hitter really has to focus on that pitch and then make adjustments to his other offerings.
One out, bases empty. And the first pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, even though he didn't match his 2009 MVP season, Joe Mauer still strung together a pretty good offensive season. But I think even the great ones still need things to work on. He has to be a better run producer in the middle of that lineup because he has guys in front of him that get on base a lot.
And he leaves that one alone. Joe Mauer, patience. That'll even the count. Mauer's name just brings people to the front of their seats at a ballpark. And I think you're right, John. We're going to see adjustments by him, and I think he'll have a better power number than he had last year.
Well, I'd like to see that because I think that the reality is you're right. I think he becomes more like Tony Gwynn in history as kind of a contact singles hitter if that power doesn't come back. And I think he's got more in him than what we saw in 2010.
Put up those crooked digits, twins.
Here's the 2-1. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Joe Mauer is a dangerous hitter to feed him a pitch over the middle right here. Lifetime, he's a .327 hitter off the White Sox. Into the motion now, the 3-1. And he won't get the call here, so that'll be a free pass.
Well, he just keeps missing the strike zone, and patience on the hitter's part burns the base on ball.
And that'll bring Justin Morneau to the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. One down, runner at first. Now Morneau is ready. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Here's the 1-0. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1.
Boy, and the sad thing is, guys, when you think of concussions, you think of football or other more contact sports. But Justin Morneau suffered from concussions in 2010 that cut short his season.
Hit on the ground. He picks it up. There's one. And Canerco hoping to get 2, but not going to happen. Only 1 away on that one.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
Here's a chance for Delman Young with 2 down. First delivery to Young. There's a smash towards the hole. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
That's a good heads-up play. You know, you have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. The White Sox still on top. And Beckham's in the box. He's ready to start out here in the 6th inning. He takes that one. Burnett has him in the count now 0-1.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
And he leaves that one alone. Gordon Beckham showing patience. That'll even up the count.
Minnesota.
1-1 pitch. Fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it drops. A base hit. That's going to bring Brent Morrill to the plate.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Runner on first base, nobody out. First pitch on the way. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Good patience as Brett Morrill lets it go to even up the count. The 1-1 now. Good rip at that one, but he misses 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. Can't fool him with a circle change, and it's even at 2.
Well, Gary, in his two-strike approach, he does not handle the fastball very well. So let's see if they attack him with some heat.
At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
And he cannot put him away. He misses ball 4.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
That will give the opportunity to Juan Pierre. He's a perfect 3 for 3 in the ballgame. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Burnett's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
He deals. There's a swing and a hit. This one's to Span. And it gets down. Hit after hit. They just keep on coming. He's got 4 today. And he scores from second base. A productive hit. Checking the WPA graph. Let's measure what the RBI means.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Runners at first and second. It'll be Alexei Ramirez up. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Gary, they keep lumping the hits together. They keep pulling away right now. This thing could be soon out of reach.
And maybe, Steve, this one already is out of reach. They got to find some fortitude to get back into this thing. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Gary, as you were saying, I mean, it may be getting out of reach because right now they're grand slam proof with the lead. So a lot of pressure off the pitcher. Go out and throw strikes. Go right at him.
Burnett sets and throws. Ramirez will foul that one away.
Foul!
And that's a hit, span to field. And there's another one. Couple of quick hits. And he scores from second base.
They need to get it out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
RBI chance goes to Paul Konerko.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings.
Well, this may be one of those games where everybody comes to the plate and everybody gets on.
You know, with that last hit, Gary, I mean, things are beyond lopsided right now. We're looking at a blowout.
And one of the problems here is that the pitching hasn't done the job, so they've got no reason to believe there aren't going to be more runs scored against them. No outs, runners at second and third. And Mauer's calling for the pitch. And that's off the plate away, 1-0.
Well, there's a lot of confidence in his slider, even when he's behind in the count. So look for this 1-0 pitch possibly being a slider.
Here's Neshek's 1-0 pitch. And Morneau picks it up. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. And they score him. And he starts Rios out. Can't get him to chase that one outside. Ball one. You look at the lifetime numbers, 279 off Minnesota.
Hey, if you not swing that thing.
Neshek with a windup. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Well, I think we're going to see the catcher calling for a lot of sliders in this one, Gary. He's got a good one, and the hitters just have not been able to figure it out.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He swings and nails a liner. Over to third. Not in time. He is in there safely. Adam Dunn. Did he drive in a run? He's got a runner at third. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Lined hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball heading towards the corner. And they bring him home.
Now batting.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
First pitch to Quinton. A swing and a hit to Span. And that's out number 3. They pick up 4 hits in the inning, wind up with 4 crossing the plate. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Looking ahead, 6, 7, 8. They're due up. And so Michael Kadire leads it off. He singled his last trip.
Michael Kadire.
Here's the pitch. Ball. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. He's got a .296 career batting average against the White Sox. One ball, one strike.
You know, now that he evened it up here, Gary, look for him to work the outside part of the plate, just so the player, if he puts it in play, doesn't hit out of the ballpark.
Missed that one. One ball, two strikes.
Well, with a couple strikes on him, Gary, I'm going to go right at him with a slider now. He struggles with that pitch.
And Kadire misses strike three.
Get a chance to take a look at this slider right here, Gary.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
And Kubel's in the box. Struck out swinging last time. Nobody on base, one away. Here's the first pitch. Strike one. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike.
You're the man, Kubel. Let's do this. Ball.
Good patience. Jason Kubel lets that one go by for a ball. It'll even up the count.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
All right, take a deep twin. Raise the roof, Twinkies.
Here's the delivery. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and that'll put Kubel on first. And that's going to bring Danny Valencia to the plate.
But one out and a man on first base. That big single right there gives them a couple outs to work with to see if they can push him across the board.
Popped out of foul territory last time. One out, man on first. The first pitch. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. Retiring Valencia. Out number 2. Close in the batter's box. Kubel, the runner at first. First pitch, here it comes. And it goes foul. Here it comes. Now here's one hit softly up the middle. Beckham's got that one. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. The White Sox still ahead. It's going to be Przinsky. He'll lead off the 7th inning.
Number 12, A.J. Przinsky.
Here's the first pitch. That ball swung out and hit. Young to field it. That one's caught.
Now up to the plate, the Chicago White Sox. Second base, number 50, Gordon Beckham.
And Beckham's in the box.
Let's go, Twinkie.
Base is empty with one away. Here's the first pitch. And swing and a miss on Neshek's pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, you're running out of time in this one. You need to give your offense some chance to try to come back in this game. They've got a lot of room to make up. If they're standing out in the field, it's not going to help.
On the way. Strike 2. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
Well, just because he's a fastball hitter doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball. Strength on strength right there, and the pitcher came out ahead.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Back up the middle. Oh, that one right off the pitcher. And Beckham set down. But a quick recovery that time gets the out. Coming to the plate now, here's Morrow. He walked and later scored his last time through. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch on the way. First pitch way out of the zone. Ball 1.
Well, they need a shutout inning right here to get back in there and score some runs. And at least looking like they got a chance to get through it without giving up some runs.
Ground ball. That's foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2.
Now 1-2 is a pitcher's count, so there's no reason to give him a good pitch to hit right here.
Hey, come on, Twins. Doing this one.
Neshek with a windup. The slider swung out and missed. Struck him out. Side gone. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. 7th inning. Time to get up in Minneapolis. It's Denard Span to lead off.
Number 2.
First pitch to Span. Sinker drops in for a called strike.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes, get outs right now.
Good eye that time by Span. He stayed away from that pitch to even the count up.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today.
Well, you would have to think with the speed that's on first base right now that they'll put him in motion to try to make things happen here in this game.
There's one on, and to the plate, Alexei Casilla. He bounced out his last time. And Casilla ready for the first pitch. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. One-two pitch coming. And he leaves that one alone. Alexei Casilla showing patience on the pitch. Count even.
Well, anytime one of your middle relievers throws over 45 pitches, you got to wonder how much more he has left. Might want to get someone else up out there.
And Przinsky calls for the pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. 1. And the double play, they got a both. Around the horn they go, and they rack up a couple of outs.
That's pitcher's best friend, but also manager's best friend as they get the double play.
And Joe Mauer to bat. Drew a walk as last time. Two outs, bases empty. Here's the delivery. Mauer grounds it. And Ramirez fields the ball. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. And it'll be the White Sox. And it's Juan Pierre now to lead it off. He's looking to make it a perfect 5 for 5 here.
Well, big production in this ball game, already driving in a couple runs, and a major factor in this offense.
And Pierre ready for the first pitch. There's a ground ball. Plouffe. That's one away.
Alexei Ramirez.
And it's Alexei Ramirez now, one away.
Well, you're waiting for Alexei Ramirez to put up those monster numbers. And, guys, I'm not so sure he can put up the big monster numbers that we anticipated he can. But when your shortstop can hit like he can and field like he can, you have to be very happy with what he does for your team.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. And it's 0-1. Neshek gets him looking on that one. And on Alexei Ramirez, John, I agree with you. I mean, maybe they're not gaudy numbers, but they're consistent numbers, and they're major league numbers that he's putting up.
They are, but I think he has more in him, but I think he has to show some patience, and he really hasn't shown that so far. He likes to prove he can hit by swinging. I'd like him to prove he can hit by taking a pitch.
And he lays off that one outside, 1-2.
Nobody on base right now with one out, and that's what you need. You need outs and maybe a break from base runners for a little bit here. How about a quick inning to get back in and score some runs?
And Alexei Ramirez watches that one go by. Count is now even.
Now he struggles with the changeup with 2 strikes, Gary. I'm going to pull the string right here.
Ramirez, ground ball. And that'll bring up Paul Konerko.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out. Well, just when you thought that age was going to catch up with Konerko, here he goes throwing up gaudy numbers once again. 312 average, 39 bombs, drove in over 100 runs. An unbelievable year for Paulie.
Runner at first with 1 down. And he starts Konerko out. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. Boy, Paul Konerko did have a magnificent season. Many had written him off. Instead, when he needed the numbers to get a new deal, he put up some of the best of his career.
He really put up big-time numbers, and they re-signed their captain for another contract, and he comes in there trying to be the centerpiece of this offense.
Neshek with a windup. And he swings and hits this one foul. The 1-2 on its way. And he scoops it up to second for 1 and 2. They got both of them that time. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. And it's the Twins, bottom half of the 8th. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. It's Justin Morneau to lead it off.
Number 33, Justin Morneau.
The first pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the ninth to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Rally, Minnesota.
Let's see clutch, Twins.
Ball one.
Good patience as Justin Morneau lets it go by for a ball to even the count.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
Rock it, Justin. Fire the ball. Wait for your pitch. 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
His put-away pitches, that changeup, has been very effective to change speeds. On a 1-2 count, look for him to possibly throw it here.
Put up those crooked digits, Twins.
And a ground ball. There's Konerko. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
Number 21, Delman Young.
And Delman Young now, 1 away.
Well, guys, you know it as well as anyone. When the middle of your lineup guy goes down like Justin Morneau did for the Twins, you would think that there'd be a big letdown offensively. But Delman Young stepped up and had a career year, leading the Twins in RBIs with 112 and proving to what everyone thought of why he was a first-round pick by the Tampa Bay Rays.
Young, a ground ball. Played by Konerko. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Right fielder, number 5, Michael Kadire.
Here's Michael Kadire batting with 2 away. Here's the pitch. First pitch, a sinker in there, 0-1.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. The countdown's there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ball game.
Strike 2, Kadire. Watch that strike zone now. Trying to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1 and 2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Good patience. Michael Kadire letting it go by. Evens the count.
Come back now, Twins. Come on.
A swing and a foul off to the right side.
Slam that ball, Michael.
Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. The White Sox still ahead.
The bat for the Chicago
Here's
White
Alex
Sox.
Rios now.
Center fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
And he starts Rios out. Swings on that first pitch. Misses the fastball. 0-1. And Rios looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
The scouting reports indicate when the count is 1-1, he's really aggressive. So I'm being real careful on this pitch.
Come on, Twinkies. We can get this one back. 2 and
Outside
1.
for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Alex, you don't impress me.
2-1 pitch is a slider. Taken for a called strike 2.
Now 2 strikes on him. They're probably going to throw him the slider here. He struggles with it.
I love Twinkies. Minnesota.
And Alex Rios has struck out. A big swing and a miss.
Designated
Now,
hitter,
Gary, that's an
number
outstanding
5,
slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Swing it in there, Adam.
And the first pitch.
Ball.
First pitch is a changeup low, 1-0.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Hey, come on, Twins. We're still in this one.
The 1-0 now.
Strike
In
one.
there at the letters, evening the count, 1-1.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
Let's go, Twinkies!
Pitch on the way.
Ball two.
Watches ball 2.
Strike two.
Slider called strike 2.
Now, Gary, he's aggressive on a 2-2 count, so if he's going to go down, he's going down swinging. Let's see if the pitcher can hit his spot.
Foul.
Fouled away by Dunn. Hit in the dirt. Valencia to play it.
Out
Retiring Dunn.
for the Chicago White Sox, right fielder, number 20, Quentin.
Carlos Quentin at the plate with 2 away. Career batting average .244 against the Twins. First pitch to Quentin. Hit in the air to left center. And it's going to be Young. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. Up next, it'll be the Twins. Bottom 3 due up next. And Jason Kubel now to lead it off. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Jason Kubel.
Here's the pitch.
Ball.
And this misses 1-0.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
You're the man, Kubel. Let's do it. Get aboard.
Here's the 1-0.
Strike one.
1-0 pitch. A sinker in there. 1-1. One pitch.
Strike two.
Strike 1 and 2.
Well, that's a great pitch. When you get it to break low in the zone like that with that kind of movement, awfully tough on the hitter.
Rally time, Twins.
The 1-2 pitch.
Ball.
Changeup. He bounced that one to the catcher.
You're the man, Kubel. Let's do it.
That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. And it drops in for a base hit. And that's going to bring Danny Valencia to the plate.
Third base.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
Runner on first. First pitch on the way. He sends this one in the air towards center. That should be a base hit. Great opportunity for Minnesota.
Shortstop, number 24, Trevor.
Rally time, Twins.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch to him. That's at the knees for a called strike.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
And here's the pitch. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2. Swung on, bounced weakly to second. He picks it up.
He's out.
Over to first for out number 1.
They get the sure out at first base. You'll take the out, but now both runners advance and in scoring position.
And here's Denard Spand. He looks to bring that runner home. Runners on second and third, one down. First pitch to Spand. Can't get him to chase it. That's low, ball 1.
Well, this guy's really eating up some innings for this team. He's over the 60 pitch mark right now, and I tell you what, that's a lot of pitches for a middle relief pitcher.
Go, Twinkies!
At the belt, the 1-0. Hit up the middle. Look out off the pitcher. Out number 2. And Kubel comes in to score. You talk about a friend in need. They team up and get the out. Wow. And Casilla ready for the first pitch. That's a foul. Here's the pitch. That gets away from him, rolls back there, should score the run.
Put a hole in the ceiling.
1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Well, Gary, he's a very aggressive hitter on a 1-2 count. He's going to swing at that borderline pitch, so I'm going to try to expand the strike zone right here.
Raise the roof, Twinkies!
Check swing held back, but it's a strike anyway, 1-2.
White Sox win this in a lopsided victory, a dominating performance, Gary.
And it's about time to award our player of the game, don't you think? Brent Morrow showed up, bat in hand, and he used it.
Well, you know, if you're going to be a winning team, you're going to have to get contributions from everyone, and that's what happened in this game today. The 8th hitter, and look, he might not be hitting 8th for much longer. He keeps swinging a bat like this. He was the one who came up with the big hits, not the big guys, and that's what made the difference today.
When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sends a message to your club and to that club that you showed up to play.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time, as good as we did. Then you're all set. See you next time.